Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Space Canada TV. My name is Super Evil Pop Tarts. Hey, how you doing? Wonderful Monday night we got going. The Monday before Christmas, which is on Saturday. You're probably saying Monster Hunter World Iceborne? It's been a while since you guys played this. Is there something new? No, I just figured I'd put Monster Hunter World on and do some gameplay as we talk about the year in review. Our first ever year in review here at Space Canada TV. And we're going to be talking about, of course, video games, the year in Space Canada, also the year in video games in general, the year in movies and TV and geekery and anime, which I actually didn't get the material for. We'll make it up as we go along, but with me is Bam, aka Jedi Polaris and the Jets.
Howdy.
And I am Super Evil Pop Tarts. Let me fire up the game. Okay, so let's get the one thing right out of the bat. Holy fuck, Spider-Man made a shit ton of fucking dough.
And rightfully so.
It destroyed even most people's high expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Bam has seen it, but he won't talk too much about it. I haven't.
Spoilers from here.
Yep, no spoilers. Yep, no spoilers. Don't worry about it, because I haven't seen it yet. I'll probably wait until probably the new year to see it. I'm pretty sure it'll still be in theaters. It got like an A+ cinema score. That means that thing's going to be in theaters for a while.
Didn't people say it's like highest rated audience score?
A+. A+ was the cinema
99%.
score. Basically. It's got the... Depending on who you talk to, it's either the third highest opening, and that's a 3-day opening, or it's got the second highest opening. Usually I watch.
Endgame is probably the first.
Well, but it's both the Marvel, Infinity War, both the last two Avenger movies, basically.
Endgame and Infinity War.
Endgame and Infinity War.
Makes sense.
But it might have outpaced one of them. I didn't get to watch all of Dan Murrell's video. He just posted like an hour ago, and he's a numbers guy, so he goes over all the numbers. It's like the 4 other movies, they might not have just even showed up. Cause they granted, one of the movies was Ghostbusters Afterlife, which has been out I think for almost over a month and a half now.
That's been out?
Yeah.
Frick.
Wait, where the fuck you been?
Under a rock, apparently.
Yes, it sounds like you have been under a rock. It came out in November.
It's like you dangle the keys of a frickin' childhood favorite of mine. It's like, no, I sleep. Dangle keys of a frickin' Marvel film. I frickin' pounce on it. What the frick?
Yeah, it's been out for a while, Bam. Almost a month now, I believe.
I'm upset now.
Yeah, it's like, what was it? Was it Encanto, the Disney animated picture,
Yeah.
which was number 2. It like made $6 million. Not Westworld. West Side Story. In its second week, by the way, West Side Story is a bomb. At this point, it's barely made 14 million, I believe, domestically, and the international is not helping it any. So probably at most, I think it's made a total of maybe $27 million. And that thing cost like I think 140 million was its budget. Yeah, it's bomb. It almost lost out to Ghostbusters Afterlife. It almost was only in 4th place instead of 3rd. And the new Del Toro, what's his name? Shit.
Del Toro.
Thank you. His new one, Midnight Alley, came out. only made less than 3 million, so that's not going to look too good for that one. No, we're not going to matchmake. We are... Sorry, I'm going to create a squad session. Yeah, so that's the box office for this week. It's part of the year in review. Everyone's been looking forward to the Spider-Man movie. And yeah, it's yeah, it made a shit ton of money, and everyone's looking forward to those new 3 Tom Holland movies now. So Sony's printing money at this point. An interesting thing about the Tom Holland Spider-Mans, the first one he did, his first solo, was 117 million. The second one was 90, and that's their opening weekends. And this one, even if you added both the first two, this still beats both of them combined. It's crazy the amount of money that thing made. But I look forward to seeing it. I need to watch Far From Home. I have not watched it yet, which sucks because when I saw the trailer for No Way Home, it spoils part of
for a movie that's 2 years old.
Yeah, fuck you. Hey, look, it's the Winter Starfest and Holiday Joy Fest! Yay! You don't know what that means. I think I got most of that shit anyway. Alright, so why don't we go over what was the year for Space Canada TV? And I've written down and went over our videos in chronological order, starting from January. We're going to talk about not only the games, but the moments that we remember from those streams. And we stream a bunch of stuff. It's Destiny. We used to do a lot of Monster Hunter World, didn't do too much. Some Warframe. And some other odds and ends, but a lot of Destiny this year. Oh god, not girlfriend material, please. Anyway. First.
But at least it's not Artemis.
What about... We mean Artemis, I don't get it.
The movie character from Monster Hunter.
The less we talk about that, the better, Bam. Anyway. First stream of 2021 for us was Super Evil Pop-Tarts versus Remothered Broken Porcelain. And that must be a meta joke that they had in that title, because boy was that game fucking broken.
It was horrendous on all terms of quality.
So if anyone doesn't know, one of the streams we do is me playing survival horror games, because I'm bad at them. I actually do not enjoy survival horror games, but everyone enjoys my pain, my discomfort, in the tears. So we've been doing that for I think we've been doing Super Evil Pop-Tarts since 2017, 16. So we've been doing for a while. I've played my fair share, and I play them until I beat them. One was Remothered Broken Porcelain, which was a sequel to
a superior game.
A superior game, which was Remothered something Fathers. Shit, I can't remember it. Tormented Fathers, that's right. So, and it was not bad. It was pretty good. I hated it, of course, but I hated it for different reasons. But considering that the small team that did it, and it was an Italian studio, and for the amount of money that they had, it was a decent game. Graphics, the survival hide and seek mechanics, I guess you could say. the story was bonkers and made almost no sense. But then it completely goes off the rails with Remothered Broken Porcelain. Because it's broken... Basically, Remothered Tormented Fathers was the first one. And then Broken Porcelain supposedly was a prequel?
It was both.
It's fucked up is what it was.
It's like you get to see what led up to the moment, and then you have like snippets of the freaking previous protagonist.
Yeah, it's weird. You start off playing as this girl, Celeste, who... I don't remember who the fuck she even grows up to be in the original. And... Oh wait, no, she's the main character. Yeah, she's the main character. I think. I'm trying to forget the damn... I'm trying to forget it because this thing makes you go through logic leaps with this story.
I can only remember Moth Lady and Crazy Man who thinks he's a girl.
Well, that was the first one.
Rape people, yes.
No, that was the first one. The second one had to do with evil family, and you're like a moth queen in training, so to speak.
You can control the butterflies.
This is the weirdness with this fucking butterfly power and stuff. It makes no sense. But
think Kenna abridged and then drag it through Naughty Dog Studios.
I don't think I would go that far. I mean, at least their games function, which I can't say for fucking Broken Porcelain. Because boy, did this game! Oh god, this game was annoying to play. What was it? I think it was the first stream, the first part we were playing. Well, no, I was the one that played it, but we got stuck in a loop. I was picking something up from a fucking chest, from a dresser drawer, and all of a sudden it just kept picking it up, dropping, picking it up, and her animation on her hand, she was fucking jilling herself to death. And this went on for like 10, 15 minutes, and it's just 10, 15 minutes of me laughing madly at this. Yeah, it's... I wouldn't see... The first one was challenging. This one I wouldn't call challenging. It was frustrating. AI so bad that it was broken in one point where I needed the AI to chase me to a certain thing so I can do a certain action, and they had to be there while I did that action that would actually let me go forward. And as I was trying to hide from them, I went and I hid in the bathroom in the stall. They all came in, and I'm running away from them so they don't kill me. So I run back out into this restaurant area, and I'm waiting for them to come in. So I'm like hiding behind something. And 2 minutes go by. And 5 minutes go by. Then 15 minutes later, there's no enemies. And yet, I'm still getting that music saying, oh, you're being chased? It's like, what the fuck's going on? So I go into the bathroom, I open the stall, and they're sitting there, walking into the walls of the stall, the toilet, into each other. It's like a weird-ass circle jerk in a toilet. And I'm standing there right in front of them. I could have just been waving my hands, here, come and chase me. Nope, they don't. They can't. The door is wide open, and they're walking in circles.
They were engaging in passionate love.
It was bad. It was. I actually had to walk into this weird orgy of bodies that don't know that they're in an orgy, and have them kill me. And it even took them almost 5 minutes to figure out I was even in the fucking stall with them for them to kill me. If you're ever looking to get a game, do not get Remothered Broken Porcelain. It is bad. It is a bad game. This isn't just me saying it because I hate survival horror games. It's not all that challenging. Didn't seem all that challenging. There was a couple of them, but they were more like the solutions and stuff were so out there. You kind of needed to go to a guide in order to figure it out. Then there was what was that?
I was going to say, considering the fact that you had forgotten how to distract half the opponents and still were murdering them quite frequently, and the fact that you went into one of the encounters in which you had unlimited bullets.
Oh yeah, unlimited bullets from a nail gun.
You just repetitively capped one of the villains until you finally found a way to proceed.
Yeah, like I'm playing Tormented Souls now. This is the game I'm playing in Super Real Pop-Tarts. And there you only have so much ammo, and it's a nail gun basically. And yeah, no, God, that makes me think back to that fucking game with that nail gun. Because I'm thinking, oh, am I out? I gotta. How many bullets do I have? How many nails do I have? You have unlimited nails.
Yes.
Because there was no ammo in this. No, because it's more of a survival than it is. It's more survival hide and seek than it is survival. I occasionally need to shoot something. There was times when I was trying to do, where I was actually trying to use the distraction things, and even it's like there was times when I would put it down and it would work, but I would die somehow later on. But then I would do the same thing at the same distance with the same distraction to be able to then hide, where then the eye just simply said, "Oh, I know what you're doing." Yeah, it's broken is kind of just describes the whole game as is. Broken AI, just. There's times where the challenge is more because it's obtuse and you don't really know what it is they're trying to ask you to do. Then there's times where the things that you're doing just breaks logic. I mean, a nail gun with unlimited fucking nails. I'm sorry, I didn't. At that point when I found out I had unlimited nails, it wasn't a thing of, oh god, I'm not going to be able to stop the guy. It's more like, okay, I gotta try to hit these fucking things while trying to run away from the guy, which became annoying more than, oh shit, I gotta make sure I shoot straight and stuff like that without panicking. So it took that out of it. And the story just is bonkers and makes no sense. Considering that I played the first one, and you'll if you watch the video, you'll see, oh wow, look at that, the start screen looks really great. Yeah, that's about as good as it gets. So that's how we started the year off, with a broken fucking game. Next thing I have written down here is the Hawkmoon update, and I'm trying to remember what was the update exactly for, though, because I think Hawkmoon dropped in December. Well, 2020.
I think the season dropped around then, and then Harbinger Quest dropped later. So that probably was when Hawkmoon was actually introduced. In which it essentially dropped a Harbinger quest into your log, and the quest allowed you to pick up the weapon Hawkmoon, which is one of the funniest pistols in the game, because you can one-tap Guardians in the Crucible with it if you're skilled enough.
You used to do it in D1.
It's one of the more entertaining hand cannons in the game. Pretty stable, and it was the first to roll random rolls.
Yep.
The Harbinger quest would drop that, and it would also drop, if you ran it enough times, the Radiant Cipher ship, which is a lovely looking ship.
Which I believe I do not have.
I think you do.
I do. Oh, I know. I'd have to check. I would have to check.
Could be wrong.
But yep, that was the Hawkmoon update. Hold on, I'm just setting up a hunt here. Bam. Miles ago for some crown hunting.
Get the platinum trophy on this freaking Forsaken game that has 1 million trophies that take like 5,000 hours.
What, this one?
Yes. It's crazy.
Hey, I platinumed the first one. I'm gonna platinum this one.
Yes, you did. And you're insane for doing such.
No, insanity is me getting the record title. That's true insanity. Not only is that true insanity, that's you've got problems. It just shows how much you hate yourself. Oh, it's a holiday platter. I will take that. Thank you. Okay, so next thing we have after Hawkmoon, while I get my tasty food made for me, is Warframe Operation Orphix Venom. This was a community event, if I remember correctly. You were destroying these Orphixes on the Corpus ships, and also you were getting the material to get the new Warframe, which I completely forget what the name was because almost no one uses it. Let me see. Warframes. I will tell you exactly the name of the Warframe.
Is the Orphix one where you had to like stop a bunch of what the frick are the enemies called? The whatever the heck your ballast enemy was, his little robot things. I forget what they're called. They're like zombie robots.
The Orphixes, I believe they were. Hold on here. I think. No, not that one. That one came a little bit later. Because I think they dropped 3 frames in 2021. Is this it? Hold on. Checking to see if this one is it.
You got the new war mechs with it as well, I think. Old war, not new war. Old war mechs.
I'm going over the frames here. I'll know when I see it. See, it's not that one. Can't be that one. Lavos frame. It was it doesn't use it doesn't use the usual energy you use in order to power your powers up. It is. It's hard to say. It's like he's like an alchemist, basically, and that's how his powers work. Because his energy is 0, so he doesn't use energy. He uses weird elemental type powers, and they do certain things and stuff like that. It was a new frame. It was just a basic frame. It wasn't a prime, and it was an event. There was other things you could also get it on it. I believe you are more forced to use the walking robots, the zombie robots you were talking about, that you use to destroy the Orphixes. There's a name for them. Mecronecks. There you go. Yep, Mecronecks. And yeah, it was an event. Once you got the frame and all the stuff, there really wasn't more reason to play it. I think you could get like basically what we would call skins or glams for your Mechromechs. There was like emblems to get, and some, I think one or two items you could use to spruce up your ship. But other than that, that was Operation Orphix Venom. Which brings us to Monster Hunter World's 3rd year anniversary. Yeah. Monster Hunter came out, and we actually did we got together to play it because we like it, and it's awesome, and I'm going to do some hunting, and we'll talk about something else. How about some video games that got released in January, and I have a list of them. And I'll go down them. Now, we're just simple folk here at Space Canada TV. We're not rich people. We don't got Patreons or anything. We do this because we're bored and we're having some fun. So, we didn't get to play all these games. God, no. I would not have enough money to or space on my PS4 to play most of these.
The main component.
Yes.
Space.
Yes, I'm a dirty console player. Fuck you.
Oh, yes, because I'm not.
No, well, if Dragon was in here, he would call us dirty fucking console players. So, let's see if anyone wants to join. Woo. It's cold, so time to drink my hot chocolate. Nope, that's not how you drink hot chocolate. I want to take a hot chocolate. Okay, so before I go out there, let's go with the first. We'll go up to the 20th. On January 7th, Werewolf the Apocalypse, Heart of the Forest. Iris Fall, Five Nights at Freddy Core Collection, MXGP 2020, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, complete edition, and Hitman 3. I can tell you that I played none of those games.
I wasn't even aware there was a FNAF game released that early.
Alright, why am I still fucking... Okay, there we go. Because I'm trying to use something else. Okay, so did you play any of those, ma'am?
No, I definitely have not.
Okay. I don't know if this the Werewolf the Apocalypse Heart of the Forest one that's listed there is the one that I hear is an absolute piece of shit. But a lot of people said it was crap. But I did not play it because I had zero interest in it. So let's go with next. Let's go to the 28th because I know where my prey's at. Will you stop that? I don't want to fucking auto target.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You're playing Dark Souls.
Hey, I am a fucking master hunter. I don't need to fucking auto target.
Because some of the later monsters.
Ow.
Screws with your
Oh, you know what?
sights
That's
and your
right.
body.
I forgot. No, shit. Where's my clutch claw?
Holy what? Oh my god.
Took a while to
Breaking news. Breaking news. Paul Cass finally got the voiceover.
Who cares?
Got it. Welcome for that.
Where'd you go? Oh shit, I don't have no ammo! But I broke his body part up anyway! And more! Oh, you're angry. I can't throw you in the wall when you're angry. Come on, get over here. Come on, you stupid monster. Come on. You're just making it easier. And broke another part off of you. Oh, you gotta level when you get some random hunters coming in, you hunt monsters. Nope, there's one monster dead. Yeah, I said that. Dead. Eat it, Peanut. Now, let's hope it's a small, because that's what I need. A small. No, I see a berry off on the map. Okay, so the next set of games. Ready for them, Bam?
See.
On the 24th, first, Ride 4, Skull the Hero Slayer. On the 22nd of January, Bladed Fury. 25th, Wood Salt. 26th, Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, Lords of the West. Altair Reza 2, Lost Legends and the Secret Fairy. Fearless and United Guards. Cyber Shadow. 27th, Dragon Quest Tact. 28th, Disgaea 6, Defiance of Destiny. Galgun Returns. Martiant Forest, Mylan in the Forest Gift. The Medium, Moldosuit Gundam Battle Operations 2. Aloysia, Sword of Necromancer, and the Yakuza Remastered Collection. Anything ring a bell, Bam?
I mean, the Yakuza remaster, I've seen a lot of people revisiting even today.
Okay, it's
a nice
very
way to
on.
introduce to the. What would you consider those? Action games? Action JRPGs?
The Yakuza Collection? No, they're crazy fucking games.
I know they're crazy. What genre of games that? Because I think like only the Like a Dragon is turn-based. The others are more into it.
Oh, bullshit game. Fuck you. Oh no, I'm gonna fall! No! Now I'm gonna go get his ass. Or better yet, there's a guy that's fighting them venomous Kobutagachi. Let's go get him.
Oh, your favorite.
Yeah, let me just spam poison over and over again. Hey, look at that. The hunter and his cat poisoned. Who would have thought? Is he dead? Oh, he's sleeping. I don't think I have a trap on me. Oh, yes, I do.
What type of hunter does always have a trap on?
Hey, look, I've wasted my trap because the guy decided to hit him. Thanks, guy. And then it dies.
Clearly they needed some carving parts.
Hey, just like I don't need to fucking... But I'm carving it anyway. Because that's what you do.
Recycle, reuse, repeat.
Yeah, it's like Ted Nugent, except, you know, not crazy and crazy. And, you know, not an asshole.
Reduce, reuse, recycle, brethren. Reduce it to its knees. Reuse its parts for weaponry. Recycle the meat and corpse.
Now it's time to get that berry off. Where the fuck did it go? Okay, so none of those games besides Yakuza really... Okay, so the last games on the 29th was Bonkers, Buddy Mission Bond, Gods Will Fall, The Pedestrian, and ReZero, Starting Life in Another World, The Prophecy of the Throne. Anything?
Nope.
Same here. He's angry! He's very angry! Oh, God. Kai, get off my ass. Jeez. and miss. Oh wow, this guy's big. Come on. I really should be cutting into that tail, but... Oh my god, I'm stuck. No, it's not what I wanted to do. Bullshit. Here comes the boom! Plop. It is dead. Okay, so we're going into February. February 2nd, we got Control Ultimate Edition. Cultist Simulator?
What? What the frick?
Okay, how did I miss that game? What game? NS. Which game is that? Oh, the Nintendo Switch? You gotta be kidding me!
It has to be a Cthulhu game. Hold on.
I am not kidding you. Who made this game? Weather Factory. Never heard of them.
Oh, it's just a card game.
Oh, look. This guy cut the tail off. Awesome. Where's it at?
Yeah, it's just a little card game.
Really?
With certain like cult icons and tarot cards.
Oh, that sucks. Destruction All-Stars. Ease 9, Monstrum Nox. For those not familiar, Ease, it's, if you read it, it's Y apostrophe S, but it's pronounced Ease. It's a very long-running RPG game. Habroxia 2. Haven, Skyforge, Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood. Bokohimi Project, which I believe is just I Am Princess. If you know your stuff. Neo Remastered, the Complete Edition. Neo 2, the Complete Edition. Neo Remastered, Neo 2, the Complete Edition, Neo 2 Remastered, the Complete Edition. And I believe BAM has experience with that.
With the Neo games?
Yeah, didn't you?
Oh, that Neo. I was thinking
Yeah, Neo, Nioh.
I have only played the first one. I have not finished it because I couldn't get past one boss. It is pretty fun, but I get slightly annoyed with the fact that it gets to a point where it's a lot about your stats and less about how well you go against an opponent. But I think that's the case for most of the Souls games. It's like if you have the right gear, you probably can curb stomp whatever boss you're facing. But yeah, it was a pretty nice game. I got it because it came out PS Plus, or one of the second. And another game you mentioned was Control. That was also free for a time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one that I like more. It's like if you have an FTP foundation, and then you gave what's it called? I'm not sure if you heard of the Quantum Break, but it was, I believe, the same guys who did Quantum Break, and it's like the way they take on
Control, yes, I believe they did.
Yeah. The main story was pretty nice. Had like some thing called not the hive, the infested, something like that. Some other board members tries leaking into your reality, and you're at like the point of fighting them off. And then you kind of fight them off, and you're uncovering the secrets of the Foundry, which is the service you're working for. After you turn into a director, thanks to some time shenanigans. A bunch of loopholes in that. Fight off a villain, you have like 2 DLCs to that. One of which was a bit more bizarre. Probably more story-based. It's like the Foundry kind of got a hissy fit by screwing with you. And then the other, which I enjoyed more, was like a proper horde. You have to fight off some creature that lurks in the freaking shadows. But yeah, that's that game of platform. Because it was, 1, easy to platform, and 2, fun. I would recommend Neo to people who would like this type of game.
Ow, that hurt. Come on, break. Okay. Oh, you're gonna make us chase you? You fucker. No! You're gonna make us go all the way up there to get you, you fucker. Funny! Shit, I forgot how to do that. Yeah, got some crystals too. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Little Nightmares 2 came out on February 11th. 12th was Galgun Returns. Isn't that the second time that's been on? Okay, so back in January, that was Nintendo Switch. This was Nintendo Switch and Windows. And so you know, Galgun Returns, it's just a shoot 'em up. And when I mean shoot 'em up, I mean shoot 'em up, old school shoot 'em up. Also on the 12th was Super Mario 3D World, Bowser's Fury. Azure Lane, Crosswave. Fallen Legion Revenants, Speed Limit. Capcom Arcade Stadium, which is sort of free-ish. Sort of. Not quite. I have it on. I played it once, and that's about it. It's I think old school games, like old school arcade games. Excuse me. But that was for the Nintendo Switch. It's also available on the PS4. SNK versus Capcom, the match of the millennium on the Nintendo Switch. Speed Limit, Windows. 25th Ward, the Silver Chase. You know, I didn't even see if I got any crowns on that one. Anodyne 2, Return to Dust. Speed Limit, the Silver Case. Void Terrarium Plus. Speed Limit, Thomas Was Alone. Curse of the Dead Gods, Horn Knight, Persona 5 Strikers. Hey, Bam, why don't you tell us about Persona 5 Strikers?
Frickin' stupendous. Essentially, it follows up on the Persona 5 storyline before Royal was introduced, which is a bit sad because that's the version I bought, but oh well. It's a direct sequel to that. It introduces 2 new fighters who go into your party, and then they kind of have to go against some sort of AI who is trying to recreate themselves as a god. And you essentially go through the standard Persona interrogating of like some lesser evils, and then you get to that terrible AI creature, and then you fight it off from taking over the world. Combat, aside from turn-based, which I normally don't like, but somehow Persona 5 Royal and Persona 5, I actually enjoy the turn-based combat somehow. But instead of the turn-based combat from those games, it's instead one of the striker-type games, which I think they actually like hybridized with Persona's mechanics pretty well. It's like a more of a horde style game in which you just hack and slash your way through a number of enemies, and implemented with the abilities to summon select personas from the previous Shin Megami Tensei games. And then you kind of build your crew from there throughout the game until the penultimate battle. Very nice. No romance options for you weirdos in this game, though. No romance here.
Oh. I still have to play Persona 5 Royals.
There's less of the school and romance type stuff in this game. It's more about the striker combat and the JRPG type story and cinematics.
All right. After that, we got Rogue Heroes: Ruins of Talsos. We Were Here series. Horn Knight, which you have also, I believe, some.
You mean Hollow Knight?
No, actually, no. Horn Knight. Never mind.
I've not touched Horn Knight.
Cotton Reboot. That is another shoot 'em up type of game. Very old school. On the NES and the PS4. Not NES, the Nintendo Switch. Darius Cosmic Revelation for to Sky. The Ghost and Ghouls Resurrection. Nintendo Switch only. Hellpoint. Yakuza Like a Dragon, but this was for the Windows, the Xbone, and the Xbone X. Bravely Default 2, which I should actually pick up since I have a Nintendo Switch, and then I'll forget I have a Nintendo Switch. Horned Knight in Rhythm Doctor, and that was February games. So let's go back into what we did this season. We last left off. Last thing we did was Monster Hunter World 3, third year anniversary. Next was Destiny Season of the Chosen,
which is my personal favorite season of the entire.
I'm trying to remember. That was, what was the story for that again? Jeez.
That was the story of Kaito showing up,
yes,
dropping her massive balls in front of Zavala, and Zavala saying no, thank you.
Yeah, no, that's
Mine's bigger.
Yeah, Zavala then whipped out his dick and then whipped it out onto the table and says, "There it is." Yeah, that was where we got. That was season. Was that the season when we got Crow back?
Crow was actually with the Hawkmoon.
Oh, that's right, the Hawk
season of the Hunt.
Yes, season of the Hunt. Yes,
mm-hmm. It was right
which was
before this one.
Yeah, that was the year before. But this is where he's didn't want to keep hiding, and they fleshed him out a lot more. From a lot of people say he's probably the most fleshed out character in the whole.
Oh, he definitely is, and he's still being fleshed out in this season.
So that was Season of the Chosen. I liked it. It was okay. I'm tired. I'm getting tired of these seasons, quite honestly. I know they need to keep giving us stuff, and that's fine. I mean, I play Final Fantasy 14, and they're going to come out. The Endwalker came out, and they're coming out with the patch quests soon. So you need to keep people doing stuff. They should just put it in one big thing. Also, with the Season of Chosen, we got the Dead Man's Tale.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of not quite a dungeon, but an adventure.
It's like the Harbinger quest.
Yep.
For the Hawkmoon.
Yep, it was pretty neat. Pretty neat. You got the Dead Man's Tale, which at the time was disgustingly powerful for a scout rifle, considering scout rifles were not in a very good spot at that point. But granted, it's still an exotic. It'll take up one of your. Oh my God, you look horrifying for some reason, girl. Why? I just noticed that she's looking at me weird. After that was Super Evil Pop-Tarts versus Resident Evil 2 Remake. And I was made to play both as Leon and Claire. And okay, it was better than one.
It's one of the better ones, period.
It was better than one. I think I did okay. I didn't really use a guide all that much. Although I think I did on Claire, there was this part where I didn't quite... It was when you had to... Claire has this part where you have to then take control of the kid that she's trying to help save, and I'm like trying to figure out what the fuck they're trying to... What do you want me to do with this damn kid?
Which doors do I need to go through with this narrow timing? Please help.
Yes, and that was before you had to play hide and seek. And listen, the game's good. It's a really good remake. I did not enjoy that particular part of the game, but that's just more of a mechanic thing than the game being bad. I just didn't like it. I mean, just make me play Claire and just Claire alone, and I'll be fine. But I did beat him. I gotta go back and Ballad of Harfrost because I still don't got those things. After that, we have Warframe Octavia Prime. So you don't know, Octavia was one of the hardest frames to get before they did the major update, which kind of changed how you got a couple of parts. I got the parts the old school way. Bam was actually in one of those, the last part I needed, which was the optics. When we did the survival, we had to do survival every 20 minutes, and every third drop, every 20 minutes on the third one, you would get a drop with a chance to get it. Where I prayed to our Lord and Savior Clem, who then gifted me with the last part I needed. But if you didn't want to do all that grinding for just the normal version, she got a Prime variant. The way they do it there is they're going through all the Warframes they have, and they go it by order of when that regular frame dropped, and they also do it, they stagger it male frame, female frame, male frame, female frame. So it was Octavia Prime's shot at it, and that was a neat grind. I got my Octavia Prime. And then we did Remnant from the Ashes. Alright, Bam, we both played it.
I mean, I played it a bit.
Same here, I played it a bit. Not a bad game, but it just didn't keep my attention. Think of it like Destiny with a sort of wild, like sort of a Western theme, but apocalyptic Western theme.
It was a multiversal apocalypse.
Yes.
Had the dealings of Scrap West type weapons that played like Bloodborne.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, why did I pay for that? That was dumb. It's not like it's gonna hurt me any, but
my pockets run deep, you see.
Yes, I have lots of those things. Yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb. Fuck it. But yeah, it was alright. I played it for a bit. And then stopped playing it, because that was something that me, you, and occasionally Alucard would play. Alright, let's, here's a little bit of fun stuff for us. We were helping helping a couple of clannies get their divinity and the Garden of Salvation. We were struggling a bit with the boss at the end until we chanced upon the Garden of Salvation glitch.
Mm-hmm.
There's a glitch that if you do it right, you the boss will be constantly be able to be shot after you do the first damage phase. Once he then tries to reset like he normally would do, where you have to get the motes and dump them and then make sure things don't sacrifice. Instead of doing that, you could just keep shooting him for the rest of the thing as long as you all stay alive. We shot him up, and I think it was like 3 clanmates got their divinity, and that was 3 less people to help on something that can sometimes take a long time to do. Alright, Bam, hold on here. Let's flip around here. I can't find the this year in video games for some reason. I had that up and now I can't find it. What did I do with it? I don't know. Year in video games. Okay. Year in video games. Let's see. The only thing I could say in January, and we'll get to it when we get close to the year, when it gets even worse. Vicarious Visions was merged into Blizzard Entertainment, and its staff of over 200 becoming employees of Blizzard. And Bam has left the building. He might actually be able to get on the PS4. So, yay!
I'm back.
Are you on your PS4 now?
No, so I was looking at the Game Awards stuff, and when I hit a video, because I have an array of trailers, then my whole freaking stuff shuts off.
Okay.
The PlayStation app. It's great.
Okay, so I was talking about Vicarious Vision was merged into Blizzard Entertainment, and everyone became, and their 200 employees became Blizzard employees, in which they hopefully weren't Blizzard employees in the next 6 months. Let's see, February, the big thing, and it's gonna be me and Bam laughing. Google shuttered its internal Stadia games and entertainment division, with plans to refocus the service as a publisher of third-party games. And all us console plebes basically said, "It's Google. They made something new. It'll last for 3 months. It'll be dead, and you will never hear from it ever again." And that's what happened. And shoot up a flare. March. About the only thing that any of us have any interest in or knowledge about, Sony Interactive Entertainment and Endeavor jointly acquired the Evolution Championship Series. And for those who don't know, that is the series that deals with the Fighting Championship Series, i.e. fighting games. First started off as being started off with Street Fighter 2, and kind of grew. A lot of moments in that game that stand out, like I forget the guy's name, but he basically used a blocking art with Ken against Chun-Li, where he could have died and ended up coming back and winning that match. It is the most known thing you will ever see about fighting games without actually having to play fighting games. Hold on, I'm fighting a berry off.
Oh, those are always fun.
No.
Probably one of my least favorite monsters to fight, other than, like, T-Rex.
I also forgot to use my hot drink.
Or even better. Less stamina fighting a giant freaking hitbox. Like to do breakdancing moves.
Well, that was stupid of me. That could have been worse. What? No randos want to join me? That's all that. What? How did you knock me off? Oh my god. Oh, ho, ho. I didn't, not this time, buddy. Fuck you. Oh, fuck. Oh, I hate you. I didn't want to do that. And you're angry. Oh, fuck you. Oh, God.
Don't die.
Ah, stunned you. Well, this could have started off better. I got 3 monsters on the board. Let's take care of Mr. Cranky Puss over here. Get your ass over here. Oh, you're angry. Fuck me. Oh, bull. Oh, someone's limping, huh? I don't hear no bell.
That's because the bell doesn't dismiss you. Ah, you will.
Excuse me. Oh, someone went to bed. Ooh. I think it's time for me to be that annoying alarm that you can't turn off the snooze button with. First things first. Let's take up some stuff here. That's it. Sleep soundly. I don't have any bombs with me, though. That doesn't matter. He's dead. Fucker. Annoying fucker. Of course I'm gonna skin your ass. Yes, I know you're cold. Hold on. Stop that. I need to get stuff. Why not? A trap. Oh boy, Viper Tobagachi's next. Mm. Well, it's already poisoned my cat. You don't get fucking paralyzed? Fucker. And you poisoned me. Gee, I'm surprised. That's it. Go to sleep. That's it. Yeah, don't dream of a guy that's putting bombs on your head. No, not happening. Not happening. Except it totally is. Fucker. Oh, come on! Stop poisoning me! Oh, really? Ugh. Fuck it, I brought a bomb. I mean, a trap. Alright, so let's go to May of what happened to video games, because April, none of that stuff me and Bam know. You there, Bam?
Yeah.
Okay. The trial for the Epic Games versus Apple lawsuit has held. Anything, Bam?
I mean, not a lot. I just remember that it happened. Apple essentially was not terribly impressed that Epic was making money on their products via stuff like Fortnite, so they pretty much shut Epic Games down in that aspect, leading to a lawsuit. And I believe in the end, Epic eventually won out.
Kind of. It was more like a 50-50 almost. It was weird. You look like a small one. I have no idea how I hit you, but I am playing it. Yeah, here's why it's kind of like a 50-50, because in September. Oh, actually, we shouldn't jump that far ahead. Let's go to the big news. It's also the big stink because it still smells. You can see this trash fire from the outer reaches of our universe. In July, the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing initiated a lawsuit against Activision Blizzard following a 2-year investigation, asserting the company maintained a hostile workplace that discriminated and harassed female employees, leading to thousands of employees signing onto an open letter and performing a walkout demanding management take appropriate actions. Yes, we thought EA was the most evilest and shittiest place to work for. There's actually something even worse. Man, thoughts?
I don't have much information on the account, so I can't have too many thoughts on it.
Well,
Just
I'm
a
not
shame.
talking about the in general, not what. I mean, we're not lawyers. We don't know the ins and outs. But I'm talking about more when it comes to the shittiness of it all.
Well, I can only say it's just a shame.
But yeah, it is probably one of the worst things that's going on right now. We also learned, I think it was like a week or 2 weeks ago, that Bungie has had their own problem that they've been working on, which is sad in itself too. But that's the state of the video game companies. They're all pretty horrible to everybody, but specifically female employees in general. They should not be having to deal with this kind of shit anywhere. But let us move on, because I think less said about, not that there should be less said about it, but let's not try to dwell too much on that, because that's just really just horrible. Okay, you made a friend. Let's go hunt the last 2 monsters, which should be popping up on my screen any minute now. Any minute. Any minute. How about we go over here? No, that's not what I wanted. You're usually somewhere over here.
stingy and ogre.
There you are.
Oh, you're both here. Oh. Oh, stingy nose were fucked off. Oh, come on! There's my null berries. There you go. That was lame. Oh, come on. Oh no, he's slobbering me! Stop it! Bad doggo! Oh, it hurt. Get back here, you damn poof. Jeez, how are you still angry? God, you were annoying. Actually, go back. You just flew away to a different location, didn't you?
That was a close call. No crowns. Okay, let's, You there, Bam?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go down more of what we did this year. For Super Evil Pop Darts versus Cold Fear. A game that was more of a struggle to get it to run and to be able to play it than it actually was to actually be playing it. A game that no one bought when it came out way, way back in, I think it was 2008. It sold a total of 75,000 units across all the game platforms it was on all that long time ago. It didn't help that Resident Evil 4 was out at the same time. Next is Warframe called the Tempestrati. It was a new frame called Sevagoth that you were able to acquire. Also, it was a narrative that was going on with much more of Parvos's corpus. And it also had a new song that a lot of people were singing for a while.
I'm still singing it.
Yep, he's still singing it. After that was Guardian Games, in which the hunters practically was simply given the day one. Yeah, Guardian Games are a joke at this point. Because there will be something that will be... You need to get that one of the classes can easily farm over the other classes. And that was the case with the hunters.
What a freaking dumb idea to be like, hey, we're going to not account for the disparity between the players of Hunters, Titans, and Warlocks. We're just going to give them, like, multipliers that try to balance.
Oh, shut up, Titan Boy! The year before, you guys were basically handed it too.
We weren't handed it.
Yes, you were.
No, we weren't.
Yes, you were.
You just showed up and
no.
took it home.
No, you were given it too.
The year before was more balanced than this.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was, because the Hunter... They balanced the freaking the player pool. What screwed it over was the fact that because of how the Titan kit works, it's like they have the easiest to use kit.
Yeah. Okay, whatever.
Whereas the new Guardian games, they had the genius idea to freaking give you 3 to 4 weeks to freaking try to attempt to even catch up to the disparity between hunters and whatever other class there was. And then, instead of having to be like, oh, it's the class that wins on the final day, it's instead the class that wins the most days. Which the hunters went on to like a 10 to 12 day streak.
There was a time there where they weren't... The Warlocks almost, somehow, the Warlocks figured something out.
Yeah, the Warlocks showed up first. The Titans won like twice or thrice. That's it. They won like 2 to 3 days. Warlocks did like a good share of 10 once they caught up. and then the hunters had like over 15.
Yeah. All right, so let's leave that. It's a very contentious issue amongst the people who play Destiny and they play certain classes.
I'm sorry that I sparked controversy.
He doesn't remember how easy he had it in the first Guardians games. Next,
No,
next thing was Super Evil Pop-Tarts Resident Evil Village. It seems to be in the DOT's mind to have me play all the Resident Evil games. At this point, I think the only two I have not played is 4 and 3. Yes, I actually played 6.
and 5.
Yeah, I played 5. That's why I understand the refrigerator boulder punching meme.
I thought you just knew that from memes.
No, I was there.
You went through that Weskerfest, alright.
Mm-hmm. And I still don't understand how fucking Chris Redfield punches a boulder. And I saw it with my own 2 eyes, and I just still couldn't believe it. But no, Resident Evil Village. I actually was looking forward to this. So yeah, the Dami Mommy hype. I didn't buy into the Dami Mommy hype, but didn't hurt it for me to get the game. I actually pre-ordered it.
The Game Awards definitely fell for it.
Yeah. Well, no, her performance was good though.
Oh no, it was. I'm just saying, it's like, she was their marketing. And
She pretty much was their marketing.
She sold it off perfectly.
And everyone bought that. They wanted her. Everyone wanted her to stomp on her and sit on you. And here's the thing: she was the first boss. I'm not saying that I'm a super duper Resident Evil player. I've played my fair share so far, but I'm going to tell you this: it wasn't that hard. Her board wasn't hard at all. I beat her, as in the actual encounter and the boss, fighting her, my first shot. And I was quite surprised. I was expecting more of a challenge, plus the fact that she also has her daughters. But no, it was... I was a little bit disappointed. The game itself was okay. Good. It's got that usual, Resident Evil plot doesn't make a sense, but it's not supposed to. And I beat it, and I think where Dragon King Soup lost his mind because he was waiting for that encounter against the Alpha Werewolf, where I showed off my superior gaming skills and basically owned his ass. His AI got gunked up and he just kept trying to walk into a pillar. And I just simply sat there and headshot his ass. Yes, Dragon King Soup was quite sad that I didn't have to deal with all the ads and trying to not get killed by that guy. So, next up was Vault of Glass Day 1 Raid. And I believe, Bam, you were on the team.
Indeed.
And we tackled it, and we got to the part that every team basically had problems with. And the status calamitous ringed in our ears that night.
I thought you said Vault of Glass.
Oh, Vault of Glass. Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry, Deep Glass. I'm sorry.
Well done.
I'm thinking of another day one. No, Vault of Glass. We actually got to the Gatekeeper. It was quite painful though getting to the Gatekeeper. Day one raid shit does not pull punches. It is horrible. It wasn't fun at all. We knew basically the mechanics for the most part. It was just learning the new mechanics. We probably, if we hadn't got hung up, and I think it was the Templars where we got hung up. If we hadn't hung up too much in there, we probably could have eked it out where we would have gotten past the Gatekeeper and we would have been able to take on Atheon.
Well, from what I can tell, Gatekeeper and the Templar were the parts where people fell apart.
Well, we did get
more so the Templar.
No more so what?
More so the Templar.
Yeah, we near the end we kind of figured out the timing with going between the two, but
yes, we figured to use the now nerfed Anarchy shotgun strap.
No, actually we didn't. We actually were doing it legit. We figured out the legit way, but it just we couldn't get the timing down right. And
we
since
still
I
DPS'd it that way, didn't we?
What was that?
We still DPS'd it with Anarchy shotguns, right? Didn't we? And then we just paused in the middle.
I don't remember, because everyone was using other different things, and we were also worried about the overwhatchamacallits. So, oh my god, about time we get more X-Bone players. Anyway, another thing, since we're in here in Monster Hunter, Bam finally beats Vitaris. Oh, he switched over to PS4, I believe.
Indeed.
Indeed. You've ascended, so you can get in here, then.
Possibly.
Yes.
As if the game on here was downloaded. This is the sad truth.
That's the sad. But the Bam is back from college, so he's at home now. So some games are not there. But Bam finally beats Vitalis.
Ah, yes, the pain in my fudging rear. The pain in the neck, because it's the Chalice's long neck.
Very funny. Me and Huntmaster Alucard kept dragging his ass in, and kept dragging his ass in. I think this is one where we didn't purposely drag you in. You just we're like, hey, Bam, want to try Vitalis just for shits and giggles? And you were like, yeah, I'm not going to win. And what did we do?
We won. Somehow.
And then now we just have to get him to farm it a couple more times so he can get a full set. I might as well just go off everything here, because I am sort of developing a little bit of a headache right now. Warframe Sisters of Parvos update. This here was they updated the way I believe the Corpus ships in it, or was that earlier? So basically they updated how the Corpus maps looked, and basically it was a little bit more narrative for the Corpus, that is. The Sisters of Parvos, kind of think of them as lawyers with guns. And that's basically what Sisters of Parvos is. This would be around the June-ish time, and basically Final Fantasy XIV hype. The hype was that you couldn't get the game. And it wasn't because it was sold out. It was because Square Enix basically put it on hold where you couldn't get it because they were having server issues at the time. I've been thinking about playing Final Fantasy XIV for a while, and I got on the hype train. Well, not quite the hype train. I joined Alucard, who was playing it, and now I'm hooked. I can't wait till I can play my cat girl. I've gotten the lingo down pretty much. I'm going to watch out for those potatoes. Tanks are idiots sometimes. It sucks to be a healer. And boy, does it suck trying to get to do dungeons and stuff when you're a DPS. But no, that was back in June-ish. I still play it. I haven't streamed it lately for a couple of reasons. One was I wanted to beat the story. I have done so. I actually did that yesterday. So that one thing is gone. But the problem is, it's still hard to log on. The best times to log on seems to be early mornings and kind of early afternoon or very late at night. They have talked about it on the last developer diary. It just simply is a shortage of chips for servers. That's the issue. They weren't expecting the amount of people that started to flood over to this game. Not only back in June, but when Endwalkers came out. Endwalkers, when it came out, I had early access. I was in a queue to like 6,000, and that's also when they were having 2001 errors. Those have been cleared up. Still, you'll be looking during peak play times in the evening to about maybe 2,000 being in queue to wait in. So you might be waiting like an hour just to get in. But there's nothing they can do about it right yet. So much so that they stopped selling the game again. Not only did they have stopped the game again, they pulled advertising for it, the advertising they can. They've also stopped with free trials. The people who do have free trials before this, they can only get on very late at night or in the morning because they're giving priority to people who actually have paid accounts. So, yeah, it's the Final Fantasy hype was real. It seems more people are in a mass exodus from World of Warcraft for various different reasons. One, Activision Blizzard's a shithole. Two, they also sat on the laurels, and WoW is not a very good game right now. You could probably watch any video from Asmongold on that, or any of the YouTubers that used to be big WoW heads. They all flocked to Final Fantasy XIV. Lore people who played it, and it's the real deal, people. It's the real deal. I also tried to play Hades. I did stream it. It's a really good game. I like it. It's frustrating. And then the content claimed it for probably the music. So I'm not going to be playing Hades. I'll be playing Hades more, but I'm not going to stream it because I hate it when I see that fucking claiming. Ready for this, Bam? Bam? Bam is not there. Bam!
I'm a fool. I had somehow muted.
You had muted yourself, so you were probably saying stuff during Final Fantasy XIV, weren't you?
No.
Okay.
Just being the good boy.
So, the next thing up, bam, Destiny 2 Season of the Lost, which we are currently in.
Indeed.
What's your thoughts on Season of Lost so far?
Narratively, I like it. The grind is a bit pain. I believe the farming aspects is the Shattered Realm, which is a pretty neat little pinnacle quest. You have the Tangled Shore Realm, the Moon Realm, and the EDZ Realm, Earth Realm. And it's kind of nice for the first few times you run through it. You free some of the Techians for the story to do something with Zavathun. Still hasn't happened yet, because I'm guessing either they're just withholding the ritual, or we still need to find a Techian, and we're not finding that one yet.
Mm-hmm. They're probably going to hold it off until just before Witch Queen comes out.
Mm-hmm. And the other part is the 6-player event. What's it called? In the Dreaming City.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Astral Alignment.
Yes.
That is pretty okay. The most annoying part about the grind is the fact that you get this currency called Parallax Trajectory, and it freaking caps it.
Mm-hmm.
Capping this currency, especially because why are you capping a currency if the freaking season is going to be extra long? Why?
Yep. Well, granted, I don't think they pushed it back yet when Season of Lost had came out. I think they announced that probably a couple weeks in, that they were pushing Witch Queen back to February 2022.
They totally announced it was going to be an extra long season.
Oh, well, no, it was originally the game was supposed to come out on around my birthday.
Well, it was originally, but when they released it, I could have sworn they put up a post that's like, sorry, the season's going to be extra long. I have to put the Witch Queen further back, but you get to enjoy this 30th anniversary thing at X date.
All right.
So that's where we're at now.
My thoughts on Season of Lost, I am not fond of it. It's not really because of the narrative, because I like the narrative. Queen Marisol's back. There's a lot of story issues and some narrative threads that with Crow, who of course was Prince Aldrin before he became a guardian, and his sister Marisol. My problem is I no longer enjoy the seasonal drop and drip of content. I no longer like the model. I almost really didn't do anything with the season. Put it this way, I was so far behind with the story that I think you had finished the story already, and I was like 4 weeks back. And I just didn't care. I wasn't playing it all that much. I still even haven't finished the Scepter quest yet. Actually, we have to wait till tomorrow to do, I think, the last part of it.
You're not done with the Agger's quest?
Nope. I did. I finished, I think, week 3 of it this week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I haven't finished that part up. It's Season of Dawning. Well, not Season of Dawning, but the Dawning's out. It dropped on Tuesday, so we got that event. I was grinding a little bit this week, actually. So I did get some of that done. But I'm probably waiting. I've already done my pre-order for the Witch Queen. Getting the Super Duper Collector's Edition. I actually got my email saying that everything has been done with production, and that I should keep an eye on my email for when they will send me an email saying, hey, your copy is on its way. So they have pressed the CDs for us getting physical copies. It's done. I've got the notification for it, so it's coming out. Look forward, February 22nd, 2022. All twos, I will attempt to do a silent playthrough, like I did before. It's just a thing of being actually to get on, because every time there's a new season or a new expansion, it's almost impossible to get on. I believe, not Season of Lost, but I think it was the previous season, I couldn't get on, and I was one of the unfortunate people who weren't able to get on for almost the whole week because we kept getting an error that Bungie had to take care of. Next was Vault of Glass Challenge Week dropped, and we went and we did the challenges. We did them on normal. We completed them all. Especially the ones when we were able to use cheese mechanics, i.e. the shotgun, cheese.
Shotgun anarchy.
And also remember the Prometheus lens.
Oh, that's right, for the gatekeeper.
Mm-hmm.
I think Colony worked on that as well.
Yes, it did.
Point blank for it.
Yep, you had to be point blank, but it worked. Which got quickly nerfed. Well, I mean, not nerfed, but it was a bug more than anything. But they made sure that didn't work anymore. Another thing, in October, it was Space Canada's 7th year anniversary. And when I mean Space Canada, not the channel, but the Space Canada clan on Destiny and Destiny 2. And Bam, how many years have you been with us so far?
Oh, frick. I don't know. I want to say 3 years.
I think it was Destiny 2 we picked you up.
You didn't pick me up at the start?
Not in the start, but it was you definitely weren't. You didn't join on Destiny 1.
Yeah, it was Destiny 2, I believe, around the time Season of the Drifter. Around the time Crown of Sorrows released.
Oh, that was a good time, actually. When our favorite mode, Gambit, dropped. And some of us...
The time in which you went insane.
Yes. Well, actually, that was when Gambit Prime came out. Because Gambit...
Did not get released the same time?
No. First, it was just regular Gambit. And then they made Gambit Prime, which is when they dropped the armor sets. When you used to be doing the 9 thing with you had to go to the 9's realm in order to actually get the armor sets. And that is when that's when a couple of us found out how much we really don't like ourselves. And when I mean that, I mean me and Outrider. But no, it's been 7 years. It was all and what's funny is Space Canada started with Destiny 1. And it started the week after they finally got rid of the loot caves. Because I was in the ED. I was on Earth, and I was doing patrols, and there was these 2 guys that were dancing in front of one of the loot caves. Some blueberry Osley didn't get the memo that the loot cave no longer worked. and I decided to join him dancing, and that's when I met Mexican Man and Dragon King Soup. And then we made a clan, and we did it for really dumb reasons. Dumb reason number one, we wanted to get trophies because we were trophy whores. Then it became, oh, you know what? Maybe if we get enough people, we can do the raid. And here we are now. We've been going strong. We started at first it was a Twitch channel. It still exists. We just don't do anything on Twitch because we'll get buried by all those other ones. If you're not the part of the 5%, don't even bother almost on Twitch. And then we moved over to YouTube, and we've been YouTubing ever since. Talked about the Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy VII did a Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy 15 collab, which allowed you to get some swanky gear. Specifically, the car from Final Fantasy 15 you got as a mount.
I keep forgetting that there's a freaking car in that game.
You damn straight there's a fucking car in that game.
It's so weird because I keep thinking Final Fantasy. Yes, the freaking fantasy type game with some weird summon creatures.
Hey.
And now you have this one where it's like, yes, introducing freaking, like, what, 1960s car that flies?
Well, it only flies if you get the aether currents in the areas. Then it will fly. But hey, in Final Fantasy, it's the way you flex is the minions you have and the mounts you can show off and the glams. It's all about the glams in Final Fantasy 14. That's the true end game content as the joke. Is all about the glams. Which you would know as skins basically. So, and if you've been watching us currently, Tormented Souls, we had a lot of problems with it. It's not the game itself, though. I had to make sure I skipped past some naughty bits. But our problem was every time I kept trying to stream it, and I was streaming it off my PC, the internet would keep crashing. We were finally able to get in 2 hours last week, and it was the prize we gave out is something that me and Bam will have to talk about right now. Oh yeah, I'm dragging out that dead horse. But
Sir, we were just about to process it to glue.
No, it needs to keep being beaten. Cowboy Bebop, the live-action TV series, came out in November. It was November 19th. I forced myself to watch it. I'm a big fan of the anime. Bam I kept telling Bam, if you watch anything, you need to watch this. It's a good one. He eventually did. I think the only thing you haven't seen was the movie.
Yes.
Which is, I don't think it's on any streaming service actually. Yeah, I don't even think it's being streamed on Funimation. That's something you would have to track down a DVD for. But oh my God, that it was a series so bad that both the critics and fans agreed that it was bad. Critics actually hated it more than the fans did.
Critics, casuals, and fans.
Mm-hmm. It was canceled less than 3 weeks from when it had dropped, which is kind of unheard of. not only was it unheard of, but it was in the trades, so to speak, mostly online, but was probably in the actual paper trades. And so bad that after it got canceled, they actually gave out the numbers for it. It had when it came out, it had I don't want to go to Selena. I want to go to my room where it's a little bit quieter. When it dropped, it premiered, at least in the US, but I think globally it premiered number 6. That's through all Netflix markets. It had something like 74 million viewed hours, which were considered decent numbers. I'm not an expert, but this is what I read in all the articles, or like saying there was decent numbers. Second week, it dropped 59%. And Bam did the math, and I think it equated to, it went from 74 million views, 74 million hours, viewed hours, to basically around 30 or the high 20s. That is bad. Another number that was posted was the fact that the average Netflix viewer, not like saying anime fan or anything, but just Netflix viewers as a whole, the numbers for the average numbers was the average Netflix viewer watched up to episode 6 and never finished the series on a platform that's built on binging. So, yeah, it was pretty bad. Me, Bam, and I believe it was Dragon on last week's stream, we kind of gave our reviews of it. I didn't give all my reviews because after a while I just started spinning around in circles and started to froth.
Foaming from the mouth.
Yeah. But the general consensus, even within critics, was the spirit and the soul of what made the anime good was not in the live action. There was too much talking, constant exposition. They just seemed to force these three people who are basically still fighting, stuck in the past. They made them like best friends forever. The characters were just not the characters from the series. The action was horrible. The sets and everything looked cheap. Yako Kanno did some new music, but you really had to listen for it. It's basically
kind of like just new stingers into the intro.
Yeah, they mostly just simply used the soundtrack from the original series. People say they needed to try something new. They took episodes and basically fan fiction them to their own needs, which took away from what made those episodes good. Dutch angles. God, you've never seen so many Dutch angles in your life.
so adamant on those Dutch angles, bro?
God, there's so many of them. There's you would struggle to find, like, I could probably take a stopwatch, and I think at most you meant 2 minutes without a fucking Dutch angle. You'll be lucky. But yeah, Dutch angles. What they tacked on this stupid syndicate subplot with Vicious and Julia. Like, they expanded their characters, but Vicious came off as a whiny bitch clown, and Julia somehow was the villain.
Yeah, that part with me.
Put it this way: even the reviews that gave him positives basically said the Julia Vicious subplot was probably the worst thing in the show because it just slowed it down. So, oh yeah, and if you want to see the 3 minutes, the most cringiest 3 minutes in TV history, watch the very last episode of Cowboy Bebop live action and the very last 3 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they destroyed the series. The series was horrible. There's like there's a comic book series that's coming out. It's like a limited issue. Yeah, put it this way: I just found out today that Christopher Yost, who was like the head writer, remember they said they had scripts that were ready for second season? He actually had the second season written, done, and everything before they even had a first season. This guy thought season 1 was going to be so good that they would be automatically greenlit for a second season.
I mean, maybe they just wrote it like, oh, I know how I want this to end. Fill it in later. Unless we got the trash that was season 1.
But yeah,
Think that,
they screwed up the Ballad of Fallen Angels so horrible. I don't want to even think about it. But yeah, it was pretty bad. Pretty bad. I was gonna go on about more games and stuff. I don't think there's really anything. There's Undertale. I'm trying to think new because most of this is like stuff that wasn't released on certain platforms and finally got one. I can't think right now. Some shitty games to look forward to next year. The new Saints Row.
I saw that.
Yeah, that's not gonna fare very well. You can mark my words. Not gonna fare very well at all. We got Destiny 2 Witch Queen. We also have Elden Rings. That's a highly anticipated game. And for future Super Evil Pop-Tarts versus Choo Choo Charlie, I will be definitely forced to play that game. Alright, so since I'm in here, this is actually my room for once. Usually it's Alucard's, but I have to end the stream since I'm in Monster Hunter World the correct way. That's it. That's it. Pound him. Pound him. We can get there.
Knock the beverage.
There we go. Oh yeah, I definitely need to change my my view on this TV. Yeah, I know how like when you start up, you get a PS4 to ask you to adjust the screen to your TV. Mm-hmm. Since I got a new TV, I think I need to adjust my screen. So, anyway, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this impromptu stream where we kind of went over some stuff that happened. Next stream will be tomorrow. It's Destiny Disappointment Tuesday. We'll be doing Dare runs. We'll also be doing a Legendary. So it's all about the double dares. The triple dog dares.
And if the perp sword can be acquired.
Let's see which one of us get lucky. And then we can tell Paul Tassi to fuck it. Suck it, buddy.
Oh, I told you, he just got a really good one today, bro.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You'll never run it again. he's on retirement now.
Pretty much. So if you enjoyed the stream, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also, you can follow me here on PlayStation Network on Planet Gamer Streaming. You will see it on your dashboard feed. We have a Discord. Join us there. We have this Facebook page. Send a request to join. 9 times out of 10 you're getting in. It's all about games, geekery, stupidity, and no world bullshit. We'll get that on a daily basis. You know what's even shittier than all the crappy shit that happened all this year in gaming and geek and movies and everything? Our severely used on Twitter pages, Space Canada TV, our PR man, I am Mimo McGillicuddy, and my own Super Evil Pop-Tarts, one word, spelled out unlike my tag. Thank you, man, for joining me. My name is Super Evil Pop-Tarts. As always, executive producer Taku Nefel Kitty. Remember, in space, no one can hear you apologize.